doing no fucking people.
Surprise, you all just fell victim to one of Charles's classic practical jokes where I convinced you that it was one insufferable asshole, but in reality, it's an entire group of them. And one of them even hits a Fortnite emote here by doing, like, the crying motion with his hands. That is so unbelievably cringe. So, the story here is this group cut everyone in line at Epcot, and then when people rightfully pointed out that it's disrespectful to do that, this group had the gall to make a big stink about it and get mad at everybody else, which is alone as dirty barnacles. So then one person started filming and then posted this video, which exploded online. Now, while the whole group does suck fuck, there is one clown amongst them that shines brighter than all the rest, and he's about to introduce himself. This whole group looks like they accepted an open casting call for background extras in Stranger Things.
I got a call a month before Elimination Chamber. I get a call from Ari Emanuel, who we know, owns TKO. TKO owns WWE. He's been my longtime business partner. He said, we need help at Elimination Chamber. Ticket sales are a little slow.
Which is just one of the many things that has everyone up in flames about this interview. Because why would you say that? And better yet, stop this whole, well, this is the TKO board member DJ talking, this isn't the final boss. Either commit to being in a storyline or stay in the boardroom, seriously.
Speaking as DJ, as Rock, director of the board. And not final boss.
Having The Rock involved in this story and having him as the clear catalyst for Cena's heel turn, only to not have him at WrestleMania where the story reaches the climax, is completely ridiculous. And the frustration goes back even further because the entire booking of him has been weird. Whether it was showing up at Bad Blood to do a sign that had no meaning until the Elimination Chamber, or showing up on Raw and NXT just to be a completely different version of himself, dropping the storyline altogether, and then saying, just wait, The Rock is taking you on a journey. And then when you finally come back for the biggest heel turn ever, you actually end up meaning nothing to it because you were simply there to push tickets. What was the initial point of being at Bad Blood? What was it originally going to be if you weren't going to be at the chamber? And better yet, TKO, how about instead of bringing The Rock back, you make tickets a normal price for the consumer again? Ticket sales, you see the whole time is because of the sunlight that we saw to Private, and The Rock also said this.
Kicking ideas around, myself and Triple H, and that's the fun part, by the way. I've been kicking ideas around with Triple H for 20 years, dude. He's always having a great time with him and Nick and my team as well. And Triple H said, you know, what about this? What about John? Okay. I said, I love it. I love it. The next question is, you gotta talk to John, see how he feels about it. And you know, and then we have this and it happened. I was a pure baby face. I got kicked out of the business. made the call. I don't want to step back. Let's let the final boss step back into the shadows. Let all the spotlight go to John. Let it go to Cody. Let's not make it about Cody's soul eventually or John's soul. Let them do what they do. And I called John after Elimination Chamber, spoke to him, called Cody, and I said, I think the final boss's work is done. We've established
I've been having these weird
the
thoughts
greatest angle
lately.
in the history of professional wrestling, other than Hulk Hogan turning heel back in the 90s. And I said, this is amazing. We have 6
Like,
weeks.
is any of this
Now,
for real?
let's build. You
Or
guys
not?
go and crush it. And I'll be right there with you. And I'm always here if you need me. But I think it's best for the final boss not to be involved in that finish.
Excuse me. Played this game too many times to rewatch that. Cody pulling it off? Really? Go strength. Hell nah. We always gonna be there for the homies. Power of the Mystic, inner strength. Yes. I don't really use magic, but magic's OP in these games. I'm excited for today's SmackDown. I'll be watching that later. Oh shit. He's training with Booker? That's awesome. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's very different to back then. True. I liked 40 more than 41. Alright, Give me 1 second. Let me see what else I can put on. Him not being there was a little disappointing, not gonna lie. Alright, let's watch this. Let me know if I need to raise the volume on the game or the volume of the video is too low. Oh, I thought this is the one that I had to throw at the door. Never mind, that one's smaller. Capri Sun would go hard right now, not gonna lie. Right. Got them covered up. That's smart. Gonna answer these truthfully. It's like depending on how you answer these, you could either get XP to like level 50, I believe, really quick, or like after level 50 and beyond is faster, or like less XP that you need. But I don't need all that. What are you afraid of? Oh, the temp. Okay. Nah. He's at like pre-drug addict. Pre-drug addict. The one. Bolio. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's drug addict. It's after they find out. I think. Oh. Excuse me. True. Okay. Yo, okay. Oh. Oh, I missed. Just get right here. Just spam this because on the third hit, he always hits everything around, so you can one-shot most of the Heartless. Since like the third hit for some reason does a lot more damage, I believe. Oh. See? One shots. Ooh, big level up.
Whoa! Give me a break, Kyrie.
Sorry, you lazy bum. I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
No, this huge black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't... Ow.
Are you still dreaming?
It wasn't a dream. Or was it? I don't know. What was that place? So bizarre.
Yeah, sure.
Say, Kyrie, what was your hometown like? You know, where you grew up?
I've told you before. I don't remember.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
You ever want to go back?
Well, I'm happy here.
Really?
But you know, I wouldn't mind going to see it.
I'd like to see it too. Along with any other worlds out there. I want to see them all.
So what are we waiting for?
Hey,
I'm gonna make a change.
aren't you
real
guys
quick.
forgetting about me? So, I guess I'm the only one working on the raft.
But on you.
And you're just as lazy as he is.
So you know this. Okay, we'll finish it together. I'll race you.
This back.
What? Are you kidding?
Ready? Go!
Give me one second. My hair to dry. My sucker's still wet. Pause. Yes, I heard you. Logs, cloth, rope. Alright, 2 logs, 1 cloth, 1 rope. Got that check. 1 second, we're back.
Yeah. Yeah, for someone like you who's coming in at the time when you came in, and it's like you need every rep you can possibly get. That's got to be invaluable. Yeah. When you go back into your first WrestleMania and you're in the ring with Logan Paul, like, obviously, are you applauding the match or Logan? LP. You love that guy.
I love Logan. Logan's my dude.
You think he's great? But like, you know, I mean, Logan Paul coming in a position where it's his first match, but it's also, that's one of those, like, he's a big name. A lot of eyeballs are going to be on it. People need to be in there with him that are going to make him look great, right? And you've got Miz and your father. I don't know that to be a fact.
I've stated the facts for you.
I believe you.
So then why don't you just say it?
Well, because I didn't witness it.
I'm telling you, I am the witness.
I would never. Dominic's my favorite wrestler. I would never call him.
Wouldn't call him a truther. Not crazy. My bad. Alright, I'm back. My bad. I had to help out my dad real quick. Alright, 2 logs, 1 cloth, 1 rope. Got that check? Just need 1 more log, and then... Sorry, I got a burp. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Okay. Alright, I need 1 more log, and then I'm gonna try to fight Riku for a little bit, try to level up. I want to try to hit level 5 before I get out of here. Let me fix my settings, because... Excuse me. The camera to auto sucks. Okay. Let me unlock my door just in case. Stop violating my blanket. Let's run this fade.
You still don't got it. What are you afraid of?
Oh, I'm dead. I can't fight that guy. Not yet.
Hey, what's happening, man? Show me your stuff. Ha! 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 Ha!
I'm dead. I'm surprised that's not a tech. Yeah, they hate us because they ain't us. Oof. Alright, I guess I can't run the fade. Pre-song goes hard. Allegedly.
I was just thinking, like, 'cause my kids, they're like real little, and they have to hold it, don't hold it with your mouth, you gotta
Yay. That beat Sam. Yeah, we'll leave it with that Excalibur.
If I win, I'm captain. And if you win,
I get to share the Palpy with Kyrie.
huh?
Whoa!
Deal? The winner gets to share a Palpy with Kyrie.
Wait a
Bro,
minute.
wilding for that one.
Okay, on my count.
Okay, this beat. It's wild. It's awesome. Yeah. That clip was hilarious. Alright. Let's see. They thought they would get me with that one. I think it's like 3 mushrooms, fresh water, 2 fish. I think that's it. But I might be wrong. Let's see. Oh, the seagull egg. 3 mushrooms, 2 coconuts, 3 fish. Oh shit, that's a lot. Two mushrooms, 2 coconuts, 3 fish. Alright. Seagull egg, mushrooms, coconuts. Damn! Whoever car that is, it needs to be worked on. How that motherfucker that loud? I can feel that bit revving up here. I think it died. I think it turned off or it died. Agua. Seagull egg is up there. And then we need coconut, fish, and this mushroom.
Are you worried at all? We talk about workouts. I think about this sometimes. As a chicken tender connoisseur myself. I got a lot of time. I'm the legend of this chicken tender world. You know, but
It'd be like that. So am I.
worry about metabolism. See, there's this thing that happens. As life goes on, you eat these delicious foods that fuel you and they make you feel good. But some of us have turned our bodies into just monstrosities. We
Me.
like melted candles.
It's me.
Whoa,
Now,
who's there?
some of us,
Oh, hold up,
Come to
hold
see
up.
the door to this world.
Huh?
This world has been connected.
Well, what are you talking about?
Tied to the darkness. Soon to be completely eclipsed.
Yeah, let me raise the volume a little bit.
Well, whoever you are, stop freaking me out like this. Huh? Well, where did you come from?
You do not yet know what lies beyond the door.
So you're from another world.
There is so very much to learn. You understand so little.
Oh, yeah? Well, you'll see. I'm gonna get out and learn what's out there.
A meaningless effort. One who knows nothing can understand nothing.
And he's from Kingdom Key? The mobile game? Dude, the lore in this game is so... Yikes. But alright, let's go. Let's continue looking for my stuff. Don't worry about the prequel.
But that pressure hasn't, like, nobody said, like, no,
I
John.
don't like vegetables.
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't like vegetables.
Same.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Same. I think vegetables suck.
Not some of them are fire. Not gonna lie.
But sometimes your body's like, well, I need some vegetables.
I haven't gotten there yet.
So there's no, like, you see these people clearly, like, you're surrounded by athletes who take their nutrition seriously, and they have their meal preps, you know, that they bring with them on the road, or they, you know, have their routines and rituals to make sure that they get the right amount of calories from the right sources. They're not, I mean, they're not going to,
They're happy.
We need to go.
I'm doing like
good for you. Good for you.
at one point, I remember when I was at 260.
Is that right? At what point? Wow. Big guy, big kid. Big kid, like these. But that's also if like the Dirty Dom character goes in a certain direction. No doubt.
If I just stop and like, which is exactly what I did and what happened, like, if I just no more athletic activity at all, just start stuffing my feet.
You could do it. So, but there's no part of you that goes like, oh, I'm worried about ballooning back up to 260. Let me chill on this Whataburger.
I'm pretty consistent.
I felt something there.
That's the other. We're not getting into 5 times, 6 times a week.
One
All those
fish.
other chicken tender
Oh.
soldiers.
I
We're
was
not
just
getting
down
in the gym
one
5, 6 times
fish.
a
What
week.
is these?
Just get in there and like walk around. Yeah, fuck it.
It's good to go. Yeah, and I guess unless something happens. So like, okay, so you're like
Where's the
260,
last one?
and is that when you go? I love wrestling. I want to just give it a try, or
I've always loved wrestling. I just started. I was already 260. I was already getting. Well, try it.
was he a tough trainer? Oh, he just watched you. Shit, like wrestling boarding school? That's terrible. Like, you can't keep training me? He said no. Oh, that's fine. That's not
Okay.
Oh my god. Who ended up training?
So my first one, I went out to
You know,
Bay and
Rico has
did
changed.
6 months of training with
What do you mean?
Oh, nice.
Well,
6 months with Jay Lethal. Came back home.
You okay?
Packed my bags and then went out to
Sora,
California.
let's take the raft and go.
Wow.
Just the two of us.
Huh?
Came back home.
Just kidding.
What's
I don't think she was.
You're the one that's changed, Kyrie.
Maybe. You know, I was a little afraid at first,
Believe it or not,
but now I'm ready.
man in Phoenix
No matter where I go or what I
Really?
see, I know I can always come back
Wow.
here.
That's amazing.
Right?
Is there any part of
Yeah,
you,
of
like,
course.
obviously,
That's good.
you know, you're big
Sora,
into
don't ever change.
lucha and the traditions, and all of us that grew up, even just watching
just
the
can't
cruiserweights
wait
on Nitro, like,
once we
we
set
pick
sail.
up on all those little
It'll be
Easter eggs. You were
great.
talking about it when you did the Raw Recap podcast. They're part of your gear and everything. Is there any part of you that would love the opportunity to, like, go to Mexico and do 6 months in a AAA or CMLL or something like
So before I debuted at SummerSlam, or before the whole storyline with Seth kicked off, I was supposed to go to Japan and be a young boy out there.
that? Wow.
That just never happened because just the timing of it.
Yeah.
I got an opportunity and I jumped on it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because at that point I was already training for like 2.5 years. No matches, no debut. Like I've been
So go to Travis, then find Leon. He'll point you in the right direction. Instead, he tries to beat my ass.
How come nobody wanted to put you in the ring? Because you were Ray's son?
Oh
And
dear.
there would be attention
What
on
could
it?
this
or-
mean?
I think it was just more of like
It
I they
The
want
boys.
We'll
a
just
disagreement
have to trust the king.
you know, from my deadbeat dad.
Gorge,
No,
I
that's
sure
tough.
hope he's
He's
all
dead.
right.
He wanted to make sure
I don't give a fuck how old I get. This game's still a banger.
there, like watch. I'd have to do like practice
Thank you.
matches and whatnot. And then
Both of you.
I'd wrestle with him, and then
Of course. You be careful now, both of you.
jumping on this.
Right.
Oh,
Never gonna get that
and to chronicle your travels,
Right.
he will accompany
And the
you.
worst thing, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen?
Exactly. I was like, worst thing that happens is I.
Over here.
Yeah.
Cricket's the
Your
name.
name that goes to shit anyway.
Jiminy Cricket. Good service.
We hope for your safe return.
But lucky for him, it worked out better. And now I'm even better than he is. So
That's huge. When did you realize you're better than your dad? And when you say you're better than him, do you mean you're better than Ray is today? Or you mean you're better than
His whole
I don't care
career.
what era you put me in.
Oof.
I'm better than every era.
97?
Gorge, Jiminy. Your world disappeared too.
I was
It
born
was
in
terrible.
97.
We were scattered.
Bro, that's like my
As
favorite
far as
match
I
of all
can
time.
see, I'm the only one who made it
That's
to
it.
this castle.
Wow.
Was that the Eddie versus versus
right.
him at the Halloween Havoc?
I got you. You mean while we're in
97?
other worlds,
Maybe not.
we can't let on where we're from, huh?
Wow.
We gotta protect the world border.
Sheesh!
Right.
Oh, dude, Jake
That's
monster.
that's something. You were talking. We like talked about it a little bit on
Yes,
Raw
we'll need
recap
new
this
duds
week
when we get
about
there.
the
Oh.
entrance at WrestleMania 39. Do we all acknowledge this as one of the iconic entrances? And you were saying that Triple H got his hands on that one. Like, what is that like when you realize, oh, because Triple H is another guy that I think one of the things that's awesome about him
I hate the gummy shit.
having his hands on everything is that it takes 2 seconds to talk to him and you realize that he is a wrestling fan. He loves
Skip this.
wrestling. When you realize, like, oh, there's something in what you're doing that's caught his attention so much that he wants to do this whole elaborate thing. What's that like?
I mean, it's. Obviously, they had the plan for I don't know how long. But I showed up the Monday before WrestleMania. And still,
He didn't.
I had no idea. Tomorrow,
How much of it when you saw it back? Have you watched? Did you watch it back? Do you watch your stuff back?
I don't need to see this anymore.
Yeah.
I want to run this.
I gotta watch it because it's
My
like,
bad. I'm
there's
just gonna
things
skip
that
these real quick.
I do that I fix.
What's that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Riku's boat. And Kyrie's.
The match? I mean, you're so like a character wrestler. It's funny that of all people, like you're the one. It's like, no, where it counts is in between the ropes.
Oh, I forgot. I can't hit shit right now because
Right.
he has no kingdom key. Fucking.
That's rule number 3. Everything counts. There's 3 rules of non-Sam wrestling. You didn't know about that? Oh yeah.
Where's Kyrie? I
Wow,
thought she
you
was
have to-
with you.
You have to.
The door.
Number 1 is watch the
It's
front.
open.
Do it.
Like, oh, here's my
The door
opinion
is
about
open,
this.
Sora.
Yeah.
Now we can go to the outside world.
What are you talking
yeah,
about?
that's true.
We gotta find Kyrie.
Kyrie's coming with us. Rule number 2.
Rule number
Once
2
we
is
step
speculate
through,
wild.
we might not be able to come
Right.
back.
And then
We may never see our parents again. There's no
and
turning
that
back.
goes back to like, watch even the
But
little
this may
things.
be our
like,
only chance.
That's
Bother my
We
kid.
can't
kind
let
of the fun
fear
thing
stop
about
us.
watching WWE
I'm not afraid of the
now
darkness.
is that there's just all this stuff. I mean, the build to You and Live was really one of those quintessential everything when I'm coming on every week and going like, yeah, what was going on back here? And this was over here, and this was happening. So I mean, I remember that first week where it's like, you walk out of there, and then Liv walks out of the door. Oh shit, a thing happened, a thing happened. Because I mean, I feel like up until that point, especially with the older regime is like if you're doing something back, clear everything out of the hallway. There has it's no movement whatsoever.
Just getting my arm checked out.
Yeah. You both finished up seat time. For lack of a better term. That's right. That's right. When you realize people are picking up on this stuff, though, I mean, was there a part of you that was like,
Come on!
yeah, they are. I mean, yeah, they are. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Ah, fuck it.
And that's the stuff that counts. Are you chicken nuggets or chicken tenders? Because you sometimes see tenders, but then on TV they show this like palette, like a palette of nuggets. Gotcha. What's the
What happened to the ladder?
location geographically where it's been most difficult to find tenders? Because I mean, all my life, I'm like sitting there and I mean, I remember times even when I was a kid where I would go, maybe family was on vacation or something like that. I mean, you gotta start. I was there. I was in Paris with my wife. Found McDonald's in Paris. Fire! There's different things on the menu, and the strategy is either big dinner later. I'm just gonna like the stuff on the menu, so I'm gonna load. Exactly. It is terrible. It's really bad. But I'll load up on the McDonald's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like you just slam it so that you're good for the rest of the day. Come on. But have there been, I mean, now, you know, your world travelers, WWE, have there been spots where you're like, this is pretty tough?
I was thinking, maybe I do a level 1. I've never done that shit.
They did? They knew.
Maybe I'll just do level 1. So
Chicken football. Okay, chicken.
And then they like went to like this
I kind of love this. Yeah, I mean, they're side That must make you feel like such a big shot, right? I mean, going to India, because like India, going on Netflix in India is such a huge market for WWE. Who are we going to send over there to get this place going?
Come on!
Gotta send Liv, gotta send Dominic, and then you get there and they're so excited to see you. They go, we made this especially for you. Do people get confused, right? Some people go, oh, this chicken,
Come on!
that's just a carrot. No, dog. You're old school. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The same way if you approached Harley Race in a bar, he would knock you out. Right, but if you go to a bar, you're like, you better have some chicken tender. You need chicken tender. Because you're living the gimmick. You're the They're so
true.
That's right.
I can make chicken tenders out.
Right.
They're not that great, but I'll eat them.
It is. And when you see it, and also, here's the thing about chicken. Now that we're having this conversation. Also, people will mock you for liking them, but nobody will ever say, I don't like a chicken tender. You see? Right, because you are jealous that you are, and you know, people are uncomfortable, right? They're uncomfortable in their own skin, right? Where they're like, oh, society has told me that you can just for children, I have to order something. Right, of course. There's a rare. The adult. Yeah. And sometimes they go, we don't have it on the Come on. Right. Double it up. That's right. That's right. 100%. Boneless wings are not.
Come on!
Bone in has a different taste.
Yeah. That's something I didn't even consider that. I'm not here for my aesthetic. I don't know if you.
I mean, I'm not in there, but like, I'm a complete person.
Yeah.
When you bite into a wing,
No, it's bad. There's a reason they call it flavor sauce. This guy.
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I clean mine.
You do? Alright. Well, I mean, I'll clean them.
Eventually,
Yeah, that's what it is.
just half the wing on that big.
So you get to this point now. I mean, do you ever get concerned like, oh,
Come on!
I now have a balance of when I don't change things up too much because this is working, but I can't let things get stale either.
I feel like you kind of always gotta evolve, right? Because I feel like this is just.
Yeah. You're not a member of the C Nation? You're not a John Cena?
Come on!
What is it with you and Punk, by the way? You don't like that guy, and you talk about him on social, you say terrible things about him.
He starts it. I just.
Right. No, you say things like you say, I don't know. I'm not trying to dox anyone. No, he's older than you. For sure. So where did this rivalry start? Wow, it's got a... Why not? Okay, okay, so...
3 times my age.
That's not how math works.
Dude. So, yeah, I've been getting screwed by
Yeah, that is...
I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know, I mean, do you say
Yeah. You hold a grudge. Yeah,
I had a list.
I forgot about the list.
Guess who's on that list?
Oh boy. Phil in Chicago.
Kyrie. Sora.
That is an interesting thing though, because as you've evolved out of your father's shadow, people don't associate you anymore with Baby Dom. You know, with Dominic.
20-year vet Dom.
20-year vet Dom. Straight edge society interacting Dom.
Whoa.
They don't talk about you know, you at 8 years old.
Oh.
And you're just there. Just being the man. It's ever. I mean, do you remember that? Like, being 8 years old. Here's the performance of a lifetime. I mean, when you talk about, right, you just said you watch your matches because you know what you do with your face is so important in telling those stories. I mean, Roman Reigns should be studied for the amount of his face is unbelievable. But at 8 years old, is.
Real reactions from an 8-year-old terrified kid.
I mean, it had to be. You know how old my son is? He's 8. And you know what would make him have a face like that? If I told him, bro, if I don't climb that ladder and get that briefcase, look, that dude gets to be your dad.
But Eddie was cool.
He was cool.
I wouldn't mind it.
No, I get it.
It was a winning situation, but the way it went about it. I was like with that social worker.
Yeah. I mean, bro, Eddie was cool. But going onto a playground with the storybooks, that's some truly wild shit. No, yeah. That's what they say, though. They say you shouldn't do that.
Why not?
Except Candy for...
Oh, Donald, you know, I bet you that...
He wasn't a stranger.
What do I know?
Could have been Pop.
As far as you know, by the way, there's still people that say that. Allegedly. Who's to say? Yeah. Send it back her way. It's not all Dad's fault. Send something back her way.
I'm up for a DNA test.
You were. You would do that.
Yeah.
I bet she won't do it. No.
I live to super kick her and knock her out.
Yeah, and then get the DNA. Smart.
This isn't a dream.
You have lived to that.
The homie Pluto.
Yeah, but I mean, like, did people sit down? And it's also amazing too that
Where
like
am I?
Bruce Pritchard is like helping like orchestrate that whole thing, and now
Do
he's
you know
still
where we are?
right there with you as a grown-ass man
Hey!
telling your own stories.
No, coulda ho.
But do people sit with you at 8 years old and go, hey, this is what's going on, this is what you have to do? Or do they realize, like, you know, not only are we, whatever, quote-unquote, protecting the business, but if this kid kind of isn't sure what's real and what's not real, you'll probably get him to cry.
Honestly, so like there was a couple conversations that went down. I don't remember like too vividly, but I do remember like obviously my dad telling me that I was gonna miss school. Like first he had to make sure I was cool with it. Like
What, missing school and being a wrestler?
and getting paid.
And getting paid?
And to get paid as an 8-year-old.
Were you cool with it?
Of course.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah, give me the money.
Yeah.
Give me all the tenders.
That's
and let me miss school. But then like I think when it started hitting me was when I go back to school and like the reactions like the teachers, like genuine concern because like they didn't know. So then like
Were they concerned because you were portraying a story that was controversial, or were they concerned because like maybe they don't watch wrestling all that much?
I think a little bit of both.
Right.
Because then like they would like I think it got to the point where I had to go to like I had to leave with the social worker. So like I just showed up at school like everything's fine. But then like my mom would pick me up, so she was like confused. So like she talked to my parents, and my parents had to like sit her down and like.
Should we be expecting a social worker to come get it?
Yeah, because like all the kids would ask too, and like everyone was just curious. And like I was also curious.
Hey, how'd you get around this one, Mom and Dad?
Yeah, what the fuck is going down?
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't go, oh no, this is all the show. You can't say that to a kid.
But then like there's certain times like he was talking to me about like what we were doing, even Eddie too. Like, cause I remember after SummerSlam, something happened where a cue was missed, and I just remember Eddie in the back moving.
There was a moment in the match where he's like, where the fuck was Vicky? It's the best.
Yeah, so like, obviously I have no. Still to this day, I have no idea.
That's okay. I think you're 8 years old. But you're like, I'm not sure what's real, what's fake. All of a sudden, Uncle Eddie.
Come on! Come on!
Right.
Come on!
Travel boxes. Yeah. These are like, have you ever seen it, like, seen bands that carry them? It's where you carry like band equipment in and everything.
A bunch of shit in it too. Yeah.
Road, yeah, but
Road case.
But this is, I mean, really heavy.
It was like one of those old school wooden ones too, like heavy.
And
I just remember he flipped it, and then like he saw me, and then almost like disappeared, and then like maybe like 3 minutes later he just came in and was like, hey,
Here's some candy.
like literally. Like, calming me back down, I was like, hand me, and I was like,
I wonder if you had concerned Dom face that everybody knows from SummerSlam as you're watching it backstage. Yeah, I'm sure. So, I was watching Dark Side of the Ring about Vader. And, with Vader, like he'd see people who had a dream to be a professional wrestler, and that dream would go away when they found out they had to work with Vader, right? Because he would just like fuck people up so bad. And the first thing that came to my mind was 2 weeks ago, watching Braun Breaker dive through the sky, turn upside down, and break Carlito in half. And then a month before that, absolutely annihilate a streamer at the Royal Rumble. So I was like, you know what? That would be enough to destroy my dream of being a professional wrestler. And then I'm watching Raw, and I go, oh no!
Come on! Come on!
No.
Come on!
Gut health? No. Oh. The spears are going out.
Come on!
Yeah.
Come on!
Yeah, like spears.
Come on!
What was it? With that?
Come on!
Was that your first? Right. Right. When is that your way of being like, tough too? He's a lunatic. He's the man.
Come on! Here! Come on! Come on!
What should you have done better?
After he was already fucked up, when we get close to where I hit the 619, and I was supposed to, like, plan the 619 JD moonsault, but he told me I can't do the moonsault. I was, in my head, I was like, you gotta do the fucking moonsault.
He just needed encouragement.
You gotta do the moonsault.
Yeah, you can.
Because, like, it just, in my head, it wasn't, like, I'm not gonna beat Ivar's fat ass with just a 619 in the front.
Right.
Like, I gotta do it more. So, like, I hit the 619.
And it's almost like we can't do Ivar like that. He's got to get hit with the moonsault too, because otherwise.
I was running and JD's just going. But I was already running, so like he committed. So like, dude, I love that guy.
Did you tell him I'm sorry?
Yeah. Afterwards, I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, oh, you're good. But like, because like I said, he finished the match, but he was like, it was bad.
That's
Like,
nuts.
He's such a trooper. I love that dude.
He's amazing. Was that? Yeah. Give it up for JD. Was that punctured lung your first
Come on!
serious injury?
Come on!
Yeah. You're one of the greats. So, what do you expect? Was that when you get the first one, though? Is it one of those things where it's like, oh, this can happen. This is real. Is it? I gotcha.
Come on!
still hurt all the time. It's good. I mean, Stone Cold did it with his neck and he was fucking dead, so there it is. That's a good take. Have you started thinking about what wrestling is going to look like for you yet? And like what sort of that feeling is going to be, the entrance is going to feel like, the match is going to feel like. I mean, this is going to be a really, I feel like it's going to be a big thing, not just because it's the Intercontinental title. I feel like the four of you in there right now, like everybody is looking at Breaker going like, you're going to be a world champion. Everybody's looking at Penta going like, he's finally here, he's at a WrestleMania, this is huge. I feel, well, look, he was supposed to be here, that's all, so, Dom showed up, I think there's a wave of appreciation coming in of people remembering like, oh, Finn Balor is one of the greatest to ever do it, yeah. And then of course, we've all been looking, we go, every time we think Dominic Mysterio has hit his peak, he gets better and better. So the four of you in there at the same time is another thing, but also the stories that are going on right now. Everybody's paying attention to Judgment Day, paying attention to when the other shoe's gonna drop. There's a lot going on in this match. So that's all to say, there's clearly gonna be a lot of eyeballs on it. Have you thought about, are you thinking about it at all, or is that something day of, night before you start to?
I'll worry about it the day of.
Day of.
Me and Finn got a game plan going into this. There's not much to worry about. We can do the Steiner math on how this is going to come out. Two days of members.
Yeah.
They're obviously not a team, so we're just gonna, as long as the Judgment Day comes out on top, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I think we all think you're gonna win your championship.
Come on!
I'm gonna do my best, but I'll do my best. But like I said, it's definitely coming over the Judgment Day.
When you talk about doing things in front of a stadium full of people, what was it like having to go like, yep, and you're going to make out in front of everybody? Well, okay, let's take a step back from that. When the idea comes about where it's like, no, dude, Dom is going to be like the biggest on the roster. Like you're going full Lothario. It's one thing to know that, right? And to look in the mirror and go like, yeah, I was right about that. I am that guy. Right. But to know that like, no, the company's like, well, we have to portray you on TV. We have no choice. You know? When you realize like you're evolving out of you being like a prison guy to you being like, the dude that every woman wants. How does that settle in?
Come on!
That's sick. I do.
Like it is. I've always had a baby face. So like, I like to think I age well. Mustache definitely doesn't help.
Does not.
It adds.
Right.
It adds to it.
Right. There's a mystique. Right.
And then I got gray hair.
Right.
Gray's supposed to be all the time.
That helps.
I don't want to sit here and list all of my accolades over a short career of 3 years. But basically,
It's wild, right? Is that wild? 3 years.
Yeah, we're going on 4. I think.
You doing Steiner math again?
Yeah,
4. You're going on 4. These numbers are getting big. Yeah.
Yeah, 20-year vet.
But a 20-year vet. Okay, so you're comfortable when they're like, no, these chicks are going to be going crazy over here.
Dude, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, what about when the online community kind of activates and it's like the real live Dom? Because I mean, I found that out when I started, when they gave me the gig of doing Raw Talk, and I was like, I'm just going to see how much like Dominic Mysterio glazing I can do on this show until somebody says something. And then somebody did say something, but it was like, yeah, we knew Sam was a real one, and it's all the Live Dom people on Twitter. Though I didn't know this community existed.
They'll
into
come
this
at you
world
out of
video
nowhere.
shows, but, like,
They
Who
love
are
it.
you?
hear
They love it.
And they'll
They're
keep
going
on
like,
coming at
oh,
you.
Sam's one
As
of
long as
us.
you continue
Listen,
to
he said it
wield
again.
the
He said it again. And they love it. You're not
But
aware
why?
of your.
Why would
No,
it choose
I mean,
a kid like you?
I get tagged in a bunch
Hey,
of shit, but, like, I don't
what's
really,
that
like,
supposed to
sit there and
mean?
read the comments.
No.
Never mind.
I'll put like
Now,
on X
let's
or
see
whatever.
that
I'll post my
Keyblade.
little gifs
What?
and mob.
Boom.
There's no
Yeah,
way
there
you're
you go.
getting this.
Enjoy that.
Yeah. On
All right.
Instagram, the
Then have it
thing
your
I do
way.
the most is like I am very picky about the songs I pick.
Mm.
Like I am like I love
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
so, like, I'll click
That's not fair.
This should help.
You're a music guy. You've always been a music guy? Yeah. What kind of music? Anything. All across all genres. Have you ever thought about it? Like, it's kind of like, it's actually kind of getting irritating to tell you the truth, but every pop artist now has to have a country crossover. You know, every single one of them are doing it. And in fact, you like, you like,
Fuck!
the idea of Dom
Whatever.
going country. I mean, that'd be
Hey,
fucking
you found
sick.
it. Nice going, Leon.
Coming out in cowboy boots,
Dude,
bro.
You see my San Diego Cowboys
Still.
hat?
Yeah.
It looks like things are worse.
You should
than we
really
thought.
think about it.
A lot.
You should really
worse.
think about it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you go, but I also I need to ask because you brought up wearing a Rolex, but you don't wear a Rolex. Those of us that know, you know, wrist checkers. I'm like, Dom's got another one. You know, like you pop up with a few. You know what I mean? And it's like you're right. The career's been short, but over the course of 3 years, I can point out like at least. I mean, 4 is a conservative estimate right now, and some of them, those of us that know are aware that these are not the more inexpensive models. You're also, you know, you come correct with your sneakers, but those of us that know are aware, not inexpensive sneakers. Even when you started like wearing, you know, off-white flannels, I was like, you can get a less expensive.
I started cutting those bitches up too.
I know. I'm like, what's he doing?
Gosh, there's
Are you
nobody
saying anything,
here.
bud?
Sure is spooky.
You gotta remember, I've been making money since I was
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, you got that child actor money.
You know, we've been making money. We got that SummerSlam 05 money.
Right.
You know, checks still coming in.
You know what's wild? Mattel making
Come
that
on, lazy
little Dominic
bum.
action
Wake
figure
up.
means you are still making money off SummerSlam 05.
Yeah. Keep an eye out on my wrist. I got some new stuff coming out for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah?
You okay?
Okay. Okay, Dominic.
I guess.
I mean, that's the
Those
other thing. I
creatures
pretend to
that
be like,
attacked
oh, I
you
hope
are
you're
after
saving.
the
No, I don't.
Keyblade.
No.
But it's
no.
your heart they
I want you to
really
flash
want.
something else. I want you to
Because
flex.
you
Just
wield
keep
the
flexing.
Keyblade.
What was that saying? Treat yourself?
I'm so
Treat
glad
yourself.
that you're
Parks and
okay,
Rec?
Kyrie.
Yeah. I
Kyrie,
mean, what
who
are you
are you
doing all
talking
this
about?
for? You're a workhorse.
I'm the
You're
great
injuring your
Ninja
ribs.
Yuffie.
What are you doing it? So you don't enjoy the
still
way you're
stunned.
living?
I think you might have overdone it,
When I pick
Squall.
up my tenders, I can see what time it is.
Oh. Oh, you
That's
just that
Leon.
glisten, that little. And here's the other thing about pro
Keyblade.
wrestling. It lasts
Yeah,
forever.
we had to get it away from you to
Everybody
shake off
says
those
that.
creatures. It
You
turns
do.
out
that
that's how
actually
they were
is
tracking
one
you.
place where your dad is a terrible
It was the
role
only way to
model.
conceal your heart from them.
Because he really has
But it won't work for long.
the longest career that
Still,
anybody has
hard
ever
to
had.
believe that you, of all people,
I mean,
are the
it's not-
chosen
you're
one.
impressive, or
No, it's not.
okay.
Have you seen him without his mask lately?
Is he no haggard?
I mean,
Well,
I haven't.
I
just
suppose
know what he
beggars
looks
can't
like.
be choosers.
Why don't you start making sense?
I should say it's a good thing
What's
he wears
going
a
on
mask.
here?
You're
Okay.
saying the mask is
You know
actually
there are many
function over
other
fashion.
worlds out there besides your castle in this
Wow.
town, right?
I had no idea. I had no
Well,
idea.
they're supposed to
Oh,
be a
man,
secret.
Your dad's beat.
They've been secret
Oh, I
because
didn't know.
they've never been
That's
connected.
really disappointing. You
Until
see a
now.
gentleman in the front row here had a.
When the Heartless came,
He's got your dad tattooed on his arm.
everything changed.
Brain's probably not fully developed.
The ones who attacked you,
Okay.
you
It
remember?
happens.
Wow.
Those
Sam,
without
I wanted
hearts.
to show you something real quick.
Oh hell yeah.
The darkness in people's hearts.
That's
turn
what
my brightness
attracts
down so
them.
they don't see.
And there is darkness
I'm gonna show you since
within
you're
every heart.
such a nice Dom
Hey,
guy.
have you
I'm gonna
heard of
give you a
someone
little
named
sneak peek
Ansem?
of
He said Dom, by the way, not dumb.
Dom,
Sam?
D-O-M.
He was studying the
Sneak peek for
Heartless.
Saturday for Sunday.
He recorded all of his findings in a
I
very
thought that was.
detailed
I don't care about
That's
that.
not even the gear.
I thought that was the
Can
table
we see
pattern.
it?
No.
Its pages are scattered
Oh
everywhere.
my! Wait until
Too many
WrestleMania.
words.
We're looking at gear. We're looking at gear.
Then maybe the king went to
Oh
find
my
them.
God!
Yeah.
Yes, those were my thoughts
I love it.
exactly.
So it's like, okay,
We gotta
okay.
find him
You
quick.
want to come out here and do your little strut? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see who likes it better.
So, like I
That's
said, and
right.
not even
The
the most swag
Keyblade.
outside the ring, in the ring.
In the ring too.
So, this
Which
is the
means
key.
that's right. Not only is he
Exactly.
blowing all his money on accessories, he's
The
blowing it
Heartless
on
have
gear
great
as well.
fear
Damn right,
of
'cause it's all
Keyblade.
a write-off.
That's right.
That's why they
Ladies
keep
and
coming out,
gentlemen,
no matter what.
he will be
Well, I didn't ask for
competing
this.
for the
Keyblade chooses
Intercontinental
its master,
Championship
and it
at
chose
WrestleMania 41,
So,
and he
tough
has
luck.
graced us
How did all
with
this
his
happen?
time today.
I
So
remember
for that
being in my
reason and
room.
all the others, give it up one time
Wait a minute.
for
What happened to
Dominic
my home? My island.
Mysterio.
Riku. Kyrie.
Excellent.
You know what?
Guys,
I really
I
don't
appreciate you coming.
Enjoy Mania, guys.
For sure. We got the exclusive Not Sam Las Vegas shirts, so I'll meet you guys outside. You guys want to take pictures? You guys want to buy shirts? I'll meet you guys outside. Thank you all for coming. You guys are the best.
Really good interview. Oh, man. What the fuck? New PP Southwest video.
This channel is for investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing an educated society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not designed to harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos
Yuffie, no!
Yuffie!
Videos are strictly used for educational purposes. We strictly
Dora, let's go.
such as not revealing personally identifiable information and other PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is the subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Absolutely collective law enforcement, respective jurisdiction, that is the job of law enforcement. We are investigative journalists. Further warning, some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss.
Oh, I get to fight him again? Oh, so good.
Come on.
Maybe I can win.
Here.
Since I saved that, I thought I was gonna start from there. Oh, man. I've already seen this.
Come on, lazy bum. Wake up.
Okay, we're here. Oh, yeah.
God damn.
He's right there. He's right there. He's right there. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. Good point.
Yeah.
All right.
He's gonna outrun Alex.
Oh, hell no.
Why come up like Fat Albert? If I were Alex, and he outran.
All right.
He's right in front. He's right in front.
God damn it, look at them running.
All right. Yes. Yep, that's his dog.
Come on!
How's it going? Kenneth? Good, man. What's the dog's name? Oh, really? I thought your name was Giant or something like that. Mad Patty? Oh, does he?
Okay. He hasn't been around people.
Okay, okay. Is that a sword? Oh, shit. Well, I'm not here to hurt you, man. Oh. Got it, got it. Well, package here. It's about some groups on Viber. I just want to go over with you, okay? I just want to have a conversation about it. I know you're a good dude and all that. But I think it's best we just talk about it. I know you're taking care of mom and all that stuff. Yeah. Do you mind just for safety we just drop the drop? I don't want to hurt you or anything like that. Okay.
This should help.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, can we just like put him in, just stay outside, just safety? I appreciate it. You just drop the machete in there. Oh, thanks, big dude. Oh, appreciate it. It gives me a peace of mind. I guess you can't really carry here, huh? Gotcha, gotcha. Let's just go in the light right here just so we both see each other.
Not
But yeah,
gonna lie, I wanna
my name is
check
Gordon.
to
Sorry to
see
meet you like this, bro. Are you only 31? Okay. I just want to get this taken care of with you. That's all. You kind of know what we're talking about? Okay. Well, do you work right now? Or?
No, I do not work.
Take care of mom? Awesome. Well, I appreciate what you do. My mom was originally over in Washington State, so nobody was there to take care of her before she passed. So I appreciate. I always like to see this, man. Genuinely. Yeah, man. Well, it's about some groups on Viber. Okay, that app.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before anything, like, did you create any of these groups or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good. It's more so like, you know, some way somehow we got in them, and I'm just more curious about
Come
like
on,
how this group
lazy.
started, stuff like that. Okay.
Okay.
Got you. But obviously, you know, your phone number's in there. I called the phone number too.
Go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. You're an honest dude. I know that.
Yeah.
Too much.
Do you know, like, because obviously you're a good person. I don't think you want to be sucked into shit like that, right?
No.
Got it. So how did, and I don't want to ask too much about you because I'm more concerned about like the people in the groups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how did we find out about Viber?
I found out about it on, I want to say it was like Reddit.
Oh,
Reddit. Yeah, I made one on Reddit. Just I download messaging apps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So just through Reddit.
Okay. And so was it like a group link on Reddit or something like that? Or?
Yeah, it was like a link.
Okay.
A little while ago.
Sure.
So.
Okay. Did you know it would be on Viber, or was it kind of a surprise? Okay, yeah, I bet it was. Yeah, no, Reddit's good for some cases. Like, dude, anytime my car's broken, you know, instead of paying some bitch mechanic $3,000, I just try to do it myself. And especially after the election, going on Reddit was pretty nice because, you know, Twitter went kind of crazy and shit like that. So I'm sure you know where I'm going with that.
This should help.
Yeah. But at least Rhode Island kind of saved the course. But yeah. So how long did you just take that Viber group on Reddit? Okay.
I don't really go on it that much.
Right.
I just sort of have it on my phone. That's really about it.
Got it. Yeah. Kind
And
of.
sometimes I'll go on and I'll browse, like just different groups and stuff like that. But
Sure.
no,
You don't. So you don't have anything to do with like creating them. Or anything? Okay. Awesome. Fair enough. So it's mostly just groups on there, not really individuals.
No, not individuals. Try to message you. But I don't like to talk to anybody. I just stick with me and my mom, taking care of my mom.
Nice, man. What's your, if I may ask?
It's for and HS.
HS.
Hidradenitis suppurativa. I get abscesses. It's an autoimmune disease.
Oh, okay.
I get abscesses, so I'm in a lot of pain a lot of the time.
Got it. And yeah, no, your mom definitely needs it, man, for sure. Interesting. Okay. So Viber kind of took a turn for something crazy at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to go around.
There's just so much stuff out there.
What to do?
I used to go on this website called.
Oh wow, what
Yeah, you see like and stuff like that. Something my dad and me like, oh, watch this up thing.
Right.
So it was like for that kind of reason.
Do you go on Viber?
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, because I mean, you don't strike me as the type who's
No,
like.
I like true crime. I like stuff. I like human, like getting into the human mind.
To see how crazy they can be. Yeah.
We're watching literally a new detective right now.
Oh, nice. So what, like, so on Viber, is it mostly like pictures, videos, both, or?
Pictures, videos, people talking.
Okay.
But mainly it's just like pictures and videos and stuff.
Okay, got it. Is it mostly like in your experience, like boys, girls, both, or?
Both.
Okay, so
I've seen both.
how does this make you feel?
It makes me feel.
Gosh, are these the
It
heartless
definitely
guys?
makes me feel like just the exploitation that goes on.
Sure. Yeah, no, and I appreciate hearing that from you. It shows me that your heart's in the right place, your mind's in the right place. So that's why I just came to talk to you, because I know you're a good dude and all that stuff. So, like, when you say exploitation, like
when I watch, Cold Case Files and stuff like that, like I know that like there are people who children because other people, you know what I mean? It's stuff like that.
would you say like children is kind of the theme for some of these people on Viber?
Yeah, that is a big thing.
Come on!
Some of it's like
Come on!
just like people trying to hook up with people. But yeah, there's a lot of that on Viber for sure.
Is there ever a cross with like and child like on there? Or?
Not that I've seen, but they generally post on the same things.
Right. So I guess, dude, this would be a great one, because I know if you're especially a true crime guy, I mean, I think this is a great way to kind of point me in the right direction with who's doing this. Obviously, none of the videos are yours, right? Like, right. So, I guess what are the age ranges?
Whoa! I did not see that one.
I don't get why you would want to do that with a toddler.
Do
you're like things exploiting,
they
hurting, stuff like that.
They post videos of toddlers on Viber?
Some of the pages, yeah.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, so when you say late toddler, I've actually never heard the term late toddler before. Like, what age would late toddler be to you?
I would say like between 4 and 5-ish.
Okay, that makes sense. So like kindergarten on up, pre-K
yeah,
on up.
like
Okay.
kindergarten and stuff like that.
Jeez. So are these? So this is huge because obviously, you know, some of these adults are pretty crazy people, right?
Brazen, very brazen.
So are these toddler videos? Are they like with adults, or like is it with like the toddler by themselves, or with an adult, or what do you usually see on there?
Generally, them taking videos of the toddler. Like,
hold on. I have to hit level 9 real quick.
They don't really show their faces.
Okay.
One post was someone who cut off their hands and posted it. I don't know how old that was.
Right.
And then the next video was of a toddler, like with their legs spread and stuff like that.
Was that a boy or a girl toddler?
Girl, I want to say.
I don't want to watch this right now.
Okay, so we have a woman here in her car, and she's doing a story time. Caught my boyfriend cheating with an old man, part 1. Have you ever caught anybody cheating?
Yes. Not directly, in a roundabout way.
I think you told me about this.
Otherwise, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Bastard.
That was great.
It is bad. I went to the dude's house.
What'd you do?
I didn't. I mean, I just was like, told him I was going to kick the shit out of him. I was going to call the cops. And then
That's fair.
kind of owned me.
You have to say, I'm gonna call the cops, and if you don't want to go to jail, you just have to leave.
Yeah.
Get out.
He said I'm going to call the cops and shut the door. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll drive a hell back home. I'll smash his window and be in big trouble. I'll just go home. He won. He wins.
He did win.
He won.
Well, you won.
Hi, I'm Riel, and 2 days ago on Friday, I caught my boyfriend cheating on me with an old man. The old man assaulted me. I posted the situation on Facebook where it pretty much blew up, and a couple hours later, I was fired from my job. It's been really...
I feel bad for that. Yeah. That sucks. Well, why'd you get the wrong job?
Yeah, I think we're gonna find out, I think. But that is a wild video. That's quite a... I found my boyfriend cheating on me with an old man. Who's that?
Come on!
I just wanted to come on here and just kind of explain everything and give a little backstory about what happened.
Who was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's like diarrhea fart. Was that her? Tech this.
And just kind of explain what happened and what happened next. So, to give a little backstory, Brian definitely has a history of cheating on me. Got lots of stories.
Okay, first off, right there, how do you feel about people who do you like? You have lots of stories, and now it's finally the last straw when you cheat me with an old man. What the?
It's different.
Come on!
Would it be better to be cheated on by if you were a girl? Imagine that, and you're just like expert pussy. Alright. And you, seems like you might be imagining right now. Imagine you're a girl and you have,
I'm out of items.
a boyfriend who's been unfaithful with you and has a series of unfaithful events. So many show that the final one is them being unfaithful with an old man. Is it really worse or better if it's a girl, a boy, doesn't matter? It's just as close to that.
If it's a nasty, stinky old man, I feel like it's better.
Yeah,
Because you're like, look at this. That's how low you go.
Yeah, you stink.
If it was like a stud man, like
exactly,
a young stud, he actually gets in heat. It's crazy.
I get heat. Yeah,
it's insane.
I start walking around, I go
dripping.
I'm literally dripping. Yeah,
it drips.
Yeah, I have to change my pants. I have 4 pairs of pants when we work out.
That's actually true.
4 different pairs of pants.
Sour Boys. It's available now. Sour
Anyways, the last time was in the fair, full of pretty crazy stories. Anyways, thought we moved past that.
Come on!
We kind of started over.
Venice, or Venice, some other place.
They moved into an 800 square foot apartment in Venice Beach, California to start over. It's 6,000.
Oh my lord. Or did they move on to ancient wooden platform Roman built?
Yeah, they just wanted to get some good Italian food.
Yeah.
Bring them closer together.
You know they'll give you property in Italy.
Why?
If you move there? Because they want people. Well, you have to be like good. You can't just move there and be like a piece of shit or whatever.
How do I know if I'm good?
I think that you have to go through a test. They give you a test.
I want to take am I good Italy test? Am I good enough to be Italian?
I believe that the property there is very cheap.
You want to move?
No. Not even.
Come on!
I won't. Okay.
I'll be waiting.
I got a new job right before moving here. It was a really good job. I really liked it a lot. I was doing really good at it, and I already had like a small promotion, and I just had a lot of hope for the future with that company. And anyways, it all came crashing down.
Come on!
Part 2? All came crashing down on Friday. Oh.
Alright, can we just, my first review of part 1 is like, wrap it up.
Yeah. To quit telling us about Venice Beach, I don't care about this. Tell us about the old man.
I had a job, I just got a promotion, a small promotion, like getting into these specific details.
Show us a picture of the old man.
Let's see his wiener, let's see his shadow.
Exactly.
I want to see how much, I want to see side by side seating comparison.
Consistency, viscosity.
It all came crashing down on Friday.
Come on!
What happened was I was at work, and I was able to leave early so I was hanging out with my nieces and nephews, so I did. And I left and went to go get some blood work done for my OBGYN appointment that was coming up. So I got that done, and it was around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I called Brian to let him know that I was left work early and that I was coming home so we could come out and do something together before we had to get the kids from school. So I called Brian, he didn't answer.
I don't know if she's pregnant, but they have kids as well, though.
She got blood work at the OBGYN. That makes me think she's pregnant.
What's it? Oh, true. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speculate about something like that, right?
Come on!
Birdie's hitting us with pretty scared. What?
Sir, I looked at his location because we share it with each other just for like safety purposes, and I saw that he was at a random house in Venice. So
Worst cheater ever.
Come on! Because he sometimes does that while at work because he's not employed and hasn't been employed since he had that affair with his coworker that made us move.
Okay, now you're seeming like less of a sympathetic character.
Yes.
You're with somebody who's actively, serially cheating on you.
I made
and
it.
Also is unemployed, doesn't it? I mean, you know, total loser. Let's be real.
Yeah. She's wearing the pants. She's the masculine role, and she's getting cheated on. That's crazy.
Later, I called him again. He didn't answer. I looked at his location again, and he's still at that house. And I was like, that's weird. It's a little suspicious because of his history cheating on me in the past.
I think I haven't asked this question properly. Would you forgive someone if they cheated on you?
I'd like to say no.
That's a really good answer.
I've been in a situation before and I didn't.
So you just moved on?
Took some time to move on. I'm a sensitive man.
Yeah, you are a very sensitive guy.
Yeah, I was hurt. I was very hurt.
Why though?
Because I loved her and I thought I was gonna marry her.
That does suck. But you moved on though now.
I moved on.
Yeah.
His location was still pointing at that location, like blinking green, like, you know, like it's like a secret location. So I knew less than a 5-minute drive from where I was at, getting my blood work done. So I drove there, of course. What's going on? Yeah, what are you doing? You know, even if he's at his friend's house, like, and what's going on, like, I'm pregnant, hormonal, crazy, and this man is peed on me before. I'm about to embarrass myself. I was like fully expecting to like show up and it's just like him and his buddies like hanging out.
Yes, him and his buddy, him and his old buddy with a pancake ball sack, and a pro-lap Prince Rupert.
You're playing board games. Why are you playing board games?
I just wanted to make sure that nothing weird was going on because I've been so traumatized by this man so many times in the past.
Well, then why are you still with him now?
I pull up there.
Why is she saying so much?
Cars in the driveway. Anyways, I call Brian. He ends up coming outside, and I was like, you know, recording him, and you can see the video too. I'm like, you know what? We're just and he's of course defending himself, saying, you know, Xbox.
Oh, it's that video.
They were games. It's not board games. They were playing Xbox.
He's my friend from Xbox. He's my friend from Xbox. And he walks out. He's got shit all over his chest.
Yeah, and he's 70.
He spelled Brian's name.
He's visibly a Luddite, but he's playing Xbox.
He's aesthetically Luddite.
I want to see how old the guy is.
Bald man, no pants on the doorway, screaming at me. And all this stuff, like,
what's up?
I feel like that's like a way you could like call breasts. She got her moo-moos out. You know what I mean?
Oh, is it like this? One of these things?
Oh, he's got like a big oversized shirt.
Oh, a tunic.
Okay, so he's a pantsless man.
He's a bald guy wearing a muumuu.
He's gonna open the door with no pants on?
Yeah, and he's like, you bitch, and he's wearing a dress.
Get off my property.
Get up off my property. We out here in Venice.
Playing Halo. Get out of here.
Infinite. I'm Onyx. In front of rank. Game's still going.
Like, if you guys were just playing video games, like, why all the hostility and, like, why are you trying to get the f out of here real quick? And, like, and why does this man have no pants on? Like, the f. Someone still hasn't explained that to me yet. Like,
1 second, I'll be back.
Like, I'm not a idiot. Like, I know, like, you guys are just doing some dirty shit.
What if this poor guy, Brian, wasn't cheating at all?